Hey, I'm telling y'all, bro. Everybody thinks this whole podcast shit is just, I'm gonna set up some mics and some cameras, and it's gonna be dope.
I mean, you can do it that way. It's not gonna be dope.
No, man, it's not. You could hit the fucking lottery, but 9 times out of 10, you're just throwing money away.
Yeah, true.
Yep.
You got to have everything in sync, bro. I'm telling you, we're on episode 77, dog, and I still feel like we still don't know what the fuck we're doing.
It looks like a small movie set with all the cameras and all the cords and shit.
This is like a weird amateur porn setup.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, you got leather couches. They're easy to clean. You
They
know what
really
I'm
are, dog.
saying? Yeah, dude.
Don't enter this room with a black light.
Yeah. Oh shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, you know that's why we turned them all off before you got here.
All right. Hell yeah.
We
dude.
didn't want you to be freaked out, dog.
Yeah, I wore the shirt last night. It's gonna be bad too. If I come
You're pulling like, oh shit, I thought this was a new shirt, dog.
It's my birthday, dude. Let me live, bro.
It's my birthday. Let me live. Hey, bro. I think we intro this right out the gate. What you guys thinking?
Yeah, get to it.
You are now tuned in to Respect the Connect. I'm your host, Johnny James, and I'm here with a few of my nearest and dearest. Old Man Travis is back. What's up, old man Travis?
Just chilling, bro.
How's it feel being old?
Not good.
Not good. That's what I heard, dog. That is what I heard.
Yep.
Len Words is in the building. What's cracking, Len Words?
The whips are cracking.
The whips are cracking.
Crackerjack season.
I'm gonna pivot off of that one, dog. He just hitting on all cylinders.
Hey, bro.
We have a special guest in the building. My dog, the funny motherfucker, Josh Fournier's in the building. Let's get it.
Dude, all the way from the res, we're here, dude.
Let's go.
Whips cracking. That was a wild comment, but
That's
we'll
what I'm
take
saying.
it.
Hey, it's the second time
Whips
he's done
cracking,
it.
Out
dude.
of
The
pocket.
wagons are burning.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, man. Whips.
Out of pocket, bro.
This one's demonetized out the
Right
gate.
out the gate, dude.
We're talking about nut stains on the couches.
Yeah, dude. We're talking about
Out the gate.
We're talking about hidden stains on t-shirts. It's a good time. This is a good setup. This is cool to be here.
You know,
This is
as you said that, I'm looking around. I'm like, this does kind of look like a crazy wild ass amateur porn setup.
This is definitely a good OnlyFans.
8K.
Yeah,
porn,
for sure.
though, by the way.
That's too much, Doug. I'm gonna be honest.
I know most TVs don't even carry 8K.
I don't want to watch that.
Yeah, dude. You see all the pores. It's
Yeah, I'm good, Doug.
You ever see like? You
Go
ever see a
ahead, tell
girl
on
who,
yourself. Tell on yourself. Go ahead.
No. You ever see a girl who like freshly shaves her pussy and it looks like chicken that's just been plucked? Yeah, dude. You don't want to see that.
No,
on your
I don't.
iPhone, dude.
No.
15 Pro. You don't want to
Good,
do
Doug.
that, dude.
Absolutely not.
Do I have
bro.
it screen? You got to screen record it and then send it to somebody. Have them send it back to you so the quality gets brought down a little bit to where it looks presentable, where you could watch it in church. You know? Yeah, like
You know
can't
what's
watch.
crazy to me to think that there's still people in the world that watch porn on their big screen TVs.
That's wild. That's devious
Yeah.
behavior.
That
dude.
is dirtbag activity.
That is-
You got to
dog.
set the mood right.
That's crazy, bro. The mood where you light some candles and shit.
If it's appropriate.
If it's a
it depends on
porn
who
you watching, Len Words?
It depends on whose birthday it is. You know?
Hey, bro.
If it's my birthday, it's gonna be down and dirty. If it's hers, I light up the big screen for her.
I can't think of the last time I watched porn on a big screen.
It's been a while.
It went quiet in here because everybody feels the same way.
Everyone had to think about it.
Bro, everybody's got to leave the house. You got to
Yeah,
be
dude.
super solo dolo. That's a thought out, crazy situation, man.
You have to, well, back in the day, you had to jerk off like Anne Frank was hiding from the Nazis, dude. You know,
Super quiet.
yeah, you have to wait and not make any noise, and like, are they gone? We can come down now, dude, and just fucking get it in, dude, for
Hey.
freedom, you know.
Facts.
Yeah.
You had to be quiet.
Hilarious, bro.
Yeah.
Why you in the bathroom so long?
Doesn't Kevin Hart have his kid? He's like, I'm going to beat my dick.
Yeah.
I think every comedian has a joke about jerking off at some point
Right.
and trying to hide from it. But now it's so weird because like I'm older now, and like my nephews are at that age, and they're like, you don't gotta take a fucking 30-minute shower. You hate showers. Why are you in the bathroom so long?
They're just running the water.
Yeah. I know the sound of water hitting porcelain, and that's it. Dude. There's no body.
Running the water, right? That's what they call it. But there was a whole process behind it when we were younger, dog. It was, bro. You had to get the tapes or you had to get the magazines, right?
Yep.
For one,
Yep.
like it was.
You had to figure out a stash spot.
It was a well thought out situation, right? I mean, as you like got professional down that line, right? The first couple times there was no thinking whatsoever involved, right?
Nah.
But as you became more professional in this realm of debauchery. It had to be thought out here because especially, I mean, most of us at that age weren't living alone. Right?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, of course not.
So you had to plan around other people's schedules.
I never had a stash spot. I was never that person who like had like found magazines. I was at the age where like to me porn was like, I'm gonna watch Roadhouse and watch Patrick Swayze bang this chick, dude. And like that was the first time I ever saw Bush like live, and I was like, there's something wrong with that, dude. There's a quick frame where she has Bush, and you're like, what is that? That's not right, dude. I don't have that, dude. But it got so bad to where like, you know, on VHSs it would get to that part and like fuck up, like it would skit. And my mom,
you were wearing the tape down.
I never got caught, but
Rewind,
whenever we watched Roadhouse,
There was breadcrumbs.
yeah, dude, it was like it got grainy right there. Training Day, Ava Mendes when
The
she was
tracking would go off.
Tracking.
yeah, dude.
That's funny as
What
fuck,
the
bro.
fuck? What technology was that? I want to know.
That was
Why?
VHS.
Yeah, I know it's
Yeah,
VHS, but
but-
why? What the fuck is the tracking? What would it do? Would it fucking fix the tape?
I don't know. I think the tape itself would just like move off the tape head, just side to side.
And
or
you'd use the
something.
tracking to like
Yeah, to
replace
like
it?
like
recenter
straighten it
it.
back out. Yeah.
That's some funny shit.
yeah,
You said
dude.
Roadhouse, dog.
Yeah,
That
dude.
is some
Roadhouse.
funny
That's very specific.
shit.
Very specific.
Very
For me,
specific,
dog,
dude.
my dad had a Playboy subscription.
Oh shit. Okay.
Right? So like that was just like regular, like it was just there. So Playboy was just, that was whatever. It was like watching National Geographic kind of, right? It was just a magazine that was in the house.
Yeah.
When the homie first showed me a penthouse though, and like you got to see like real pussy, like for real, not just the bush.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, oh shit.
Like what's that?
What is that? The first one I seen was when what's her name? Vanessa.
Del Rio.
No, Miss America.
Vanessa Williams.
Vanessa Williams. That was the first
Oh,
penthouse I
really?
seen when
Oh,
she was in
shit.
penthouse.
That's a classic.
Oh, it is, bro. You could tell they had like a filter. It was like it looked
Yeah,
like they shot
soft
on, like, a
focus.
Polaroid.
Yeah, soft focus.
It was
yeah.
trying to be classy. Patas arriba, bro. Just fucking DJ diddles, you know what I'm saying? See, dog, we come into these podcasts with no fucking
Nothing,
idea
dude.
at all,
This is
bro.
perfect.
We've been talking 10 minutes about, I'm telling you, demonetized out the gate, dog. Demonetized.
Every podcast I do, I'm like, I'm gonna get canceled in like 10 years. They're gonna go back and clip something, and it's
Hey.
just gonna be wily. I think the first podcast I ever got on, I talked about when my brother ran over a prostitute, a transgender prostitute.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a fun story. I got in trouble for telling it, rated, but I'll tell it now.
I was about to say, we gotta hear it now, dog.
Yeah, dude. So the story is, when I was 12 years old, I ran over a prostitute. And that's just on paper. But the reality was, when I was my brother, shouts out to my brother. He's in prison right now. I think
Shouts out.
no. Yeah. I think
Hopefully not for that situation.
no,
All right.
for something less. But when it was my cousin's birthday, and for his birthday, he's like, I'm gonna get your dick wet. And you know, when you're a kid, you just want to hang out with your older brothers. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, I want to go along too, you know. And we all lived in the war zone, so like, you know, that was my babysitter. And this fool was like, yeah, I'm gonna go get your dick wet. So we cruised down to we lived right there off of Wyoming Essential. We went down to when it used to be Checkers, but now it's O'Reilly's.
Yeah, yeah.
So we went down to Checkers, and it was like maybe like 12:30 at night. You know, my brother like honks a horn, and I'm in the back seat. He's driving like this old like Chevy Nova. You know what I'm saying? Like a bucket. I'm in the back seat, just like I'm cool. I'm hanging out with my brothers, dude. And my cousin was freaking out. I was like, yo, I don't want to do this. Let me out of here. And my brother's like, no, it's gonna be cool. Don't worry about it. Beep 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 beep, dude. And out of nowhere, this Tim Burton character walks out. You know, of the shadows, dude. Like she had skinny legs but a round body. You know what I'm saying? She was this older black chick, and she comes up and she walks over, you know, and so disrespectful because she was in flip flops, dude. Like doesn't even have, she doesn't even respect the game, dude.
No.
No heels, nothing. Came spaghetti strap t-shirt. She's like, "What's up, baby?" And she came over my brother's side. "What's up, baby? How you doing?" He's like, "What's up? It's my cousin's birthday. I'm trying to get his dick wet." She's like, "Oh, he kind of cute, you know." And she like tries to crawl through the window, you know. And she's kind of big, and like, you know, just like little memories, like the car leaning to the side.
Oh,
I'm
my
like,
God.
what is going on, dude? And my cousin starts freaking out. He's like, "I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna run away. I'm gonna jump out. I'm not doing this. No." And it's so funny because she said, for $10, I'll suck your dick, but for 20, you do whatever you want to me. And in my head, I'm like, that's a horrible sales pitch.
Oh, horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Yeah.
There's no negotiating room here,
Right.
dude. $20 and it's all yours.
Yeah, I mean, she's not leaving anything on the table. dog.
Nothing, dude. And like my cousin starts to like open the door, and he's like, "All right," and she, you know, he's like, "I guess he doesn't want to do it," so she crawls back out the window, and my brother's laughing. I'm like, "Ha ha, what?" And she gets mad, and she's like, "Well, you still owe me money." And like the mood changes.
Right.
And he's like, for what? You didn't even do nothing. And I know my brother knew this girl prior. They have history, I'm assuming.
Oh, so he was in debt.
Yeah.
He's honked that horn before.
Yeah, dude. I'm like, this isn't your first time coming here. You know exactly where to come, dude. And he's just like, you know, she's like, you owe me money. And he's like, for what? You didn't even do nothing. For wasting my fucking time. My time is money. You owe me money. And it got like, she was like, what's up, baby? Y'all so cute. And I was like, you owe me money, motherfucker.
Nice.
And then, you know, like when you're a kid and people start to argue, you get nervous. Like your heart, you get the, like, you know, like, oh, you know, and I start to kind of like panic a little bit. And she's like, no, you owe me. He's like, no, fuck that. I don't get paid you shit. You didn't do nothing. Fuck you, motherfucker. You owe me money. And then they start yelling. And my brother, he turns on the car because we backed in. And she's like, you ain't leaving. And she goes in front of the car. And then she starts, you ain't leaving, motherfucker. Reggie!
Oh, what the fuck?
Oh, you fuck now. Reggie! Reggie! And
Reggie in the bushes.
Dude, and my brother was like, yo, get the fuck out of the way. I'm going to run you over, bitch. And she's like, you ain't going to do shit. And she starts hitting the hood of the car, right?
Oh, no.
And, you know, at that point, I'm crying because I'm 9, you know? Yeah, dude, like, I don't want to hang out anymore, dude. I just want to go home. I'm crying. My brother turns the car on. He's like, you better move, bitch. And, you know, it's the handle. He puts it on, he's driving, and, you know, he just, wah. And she's so unathletic. She, like, hopped but didn't get up. And just went under. And I just remember, like, going over a speed bump, dude. And immediately, like, I think I'm screaming. I'm crying for sure, dude. And I remember I, like, looked out the back of the window, you know, the little window out the back, and she stood up like the Terminator, dude. Like, she came up like liquid metal. And at the time, the parking lot, you had to go around and onto Central to go that way. She, like, running after us, flip-flops gone, dude. Titty out. It was not a good titty either.
Freshly run over.
Freshly run over. She had like meth titties where they were flat, you know what I'm saying? And she's running, dude. And for like being not athletic, she was fast, dude. And we went around and she cut across the little median way. We got onto Central and she was just like, fuck you, motherfucker. And like we went up towards San Mateo. We took, you know, head north on San Mateo. And I just remember like, dude, this is not good. We killed somebody. And I think about her to this day, honestly.
She's
like,
probably still out here.
She's probably, is she alive?
She's gonna come up to you. She'll be like, have you seen this
I'm
boy?
I'm waiting for the day. I told that story on like Buck D's podcast, and I just every now and because Reggie never came, so I don't know what Reggie looks like. But Reggie's a great pimp name. I mean, I'm waiting for one of these like rough Buck D shows. You know what I'm saying? Where it's just like the hood audience. Some fool's like, hey, bro, you run over Betty. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, Playboy, I've been looking for you for the past 20 years.
You and your brother owe me $30, dude.
Then he's gonna turn around and be like, Betty,
Betty,
get
get
him,
in
Betty.
here. And she has no leg, dude. Like, is she
Crazy,
alive?
dog.
Does she have kids? How did you end up in the situation? Did you survive COVID, dude?
Bro, I feel like maybe guaranteed that's a yes to all of those things,
Yeah.
right? I'm gonna. They make the prostitutes on Central different.
Yeah, dude. I like I said, I grew up in the neighborhood, and I still drive down there, and I look, and I'm like, bro, like, she's got to be down here, dude.
You got PTSD?
She gotta look at. I gotta look. Yeah,
That's
you know, like people have
PTSD.
PTSD from getting shot at, or you know what I'm saying, like just like
Chased by a hooker.
I got jumped right there. You know, I got beat up, and you get like the weird feelings. You know, but I'm like, dude, this hooker's out here somewhere, dude. She's out here.
That might have saved you from contracting some fuckery, my dude.
Yeah,
that
probably.
PTSD, you probably never went prowling over there ever again,
No,
dog.
dude. Yeah, I go to AutoZone. Fuck O'Reilly's, dude.
Bro, it's a step above, bro.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
It's kind of like going to knockouts versus Teddaus, right?
Oh yeah, dude.
There's levels to this.
There's levels, dude. I used to work at a strip club before. That's where I started comedy. Honestly, I
Really?
Yeah,
What
I
were you, the
started.
DJ?
Yeah. Well, I worked at a strip club in Farmington, New Mexico. So already not a good setting, you know.
I already can see.
Yeah, if you don't know anything about Farmington, New Mexico, dude, their main exports are Mormons, meth, and racism, dude. And there's a strip club, and the reason why is because again, my brothers, they're all wily fools, you know. Like they grew up here in Albuquerque, and you know, and they all went their separate ways. My brother lives in one above me lives in Farmington, and he just likes to, you know, like he just likes to fight, dude. And so like growing up, we were always scrapping with fools, and here and in Farmington. And we got kicked out of the pool hall in Farmington because my brother got faded and started scrapping with fools. And so, you know, your brother starts fighting. You're not going to let him just get jumped. So like, all right, we're going to get in. And we got kicked out of every pool hall in Farmington. And my brother likes to play pool. And he's like, oh, there's nowhere to play pool. where can we go? And somebody was like, the strip club on the hill has a pool table. And so we're like, all right, let's go check that out. Let's go. We went, and it was a dingy club, dude. It wasn't even a club. It was a house that was hollowed out, and they had
And there's
strip
some poles.
Yeah, there's a pole. Yeah.
Well, any strip club that has a pool table in the motherfucker, you already know where you're going.
Dude, it was for real, the real Roadhouse, dude.
That's crazy.
And we would go there, and we'd play pool, and we went every weekend just to play. We never spent money on girls, and because it was a rough spot,
Mm-hmm.
And I tell people, like, you can go to like strip clubs in Vegas and those like 5-star restaurants, right?
Oh, yeah.
This club is more like the Golden Corral of strip clubs, like
Bro.
yeah, dude, there's something for everybody. And it's not good for you either way,
And it's cheap.
It's very cheap.
It's cheap. Everybody gonna get
It's
fed.
cheap, and there's like, dude, you ever see a werewolf strip, dude? You ever see a werewolf twerk? Yeah, they had those in Farmington, dude. You ever see a skinwalker on stage, fucking make it clap, dude? They had those for $20,
That's
dude.
fucking diabolical,
It's
bro.
yeah, and so we would go every weekend, and the owners were cool. He was this old cowboy dude, and he was cool. He was like, every now and again, he would like come. He was like this cowboy dude. He had like a revolver on his hip. He would sometimes come over and like just put like a stack of quarters just because we were there all the time. And one day,
Damn, he had you throwing quarters at them bitches?
Yeah, dude.
Make it rain. Make it rain on these hoes.
rain, dude. So he sold the club to this new lady, and she was like this old. Her name was Jackie. Jewel was her name. And she was like an old stripper from back in the day. So she ran it like a mistress, She was like a madame. And she didn't have any security, nothing. It was a DJ, her, and her son, I think. And one day there was this brawl broke out in the main floor. Because the way it is, the pool hall, if we're at the pool table, main stage is over there. It's just the area. And
So you could see it
Yeah,
from the
we
pool
could see it.
hall.
Like, all right, cool. We're shooting shots. We're looking. This fight breaks out. There's like a 10-person, like as corny as it sounds, like a classic bar fight. This is what happened. And like it got crazy, and they kind of made their way towards like our way, and so like me and my brother jumped in, and my brother was like, he just liked to fight, so he was like, and he was throwing dudes out, and he's a bigger dude than I am. And after a while, we just started like knocking heads and throwing fools out, and we got beat up. But then like afterwards, the owner was like, "Look, you guys are here every weekend. I don't have security, but if you want, I'll let you guys play pool for free. Just come and be bouncers." And so we're like, all right, go. Hey, this is fun. Let's do it. This is dope. So every weekend we were there playing pool, like, hey, relax, calm down. The DJ at the time slept with one of the girls, and they ran away. And then one night they just didn't have a DJ, so she's like,
He saved her from the life of
dude,
stripping.
took her away, dude.
To be
happiness.
His name
the
was
girlfriend of a DJ?
Yeah, dude. His name
I
is
think she's better off a stripper.
his name was Carson, dude. He's dead now.
Oh, damn.
And,
Hopefully there's not a attachment there between how he died and him running off with
I
her.
have no clue, dude. He was married too. That was funny.
No.
Yeah, he
Damn.
ran off with the stripper. And then so one day she was like, "I don't have a shirt. Just get on the mic." And I'm like, "I don't know how to do that, dude." She's like, "Just get on. It's easy. Just say what you've heard in movies." So like, I was like, "All right, everybody, this next guy, give it up for Destiny." I was so bad, dude. And so that first night it was whatever. I became the DJ of the strip club, and then after a while, I got better at it, and I was there for like 4 years, just DJing. My brother was the bouncer, and on like the weekdays, my brother would DJ, and it got to the point where like we'd have like repeat customers, and like I would get there like 4:30, and there would be these old men, these old geriatric dudes that showed up, like before I even got there. And I like would open. I'm like, "What's up? Hey man, we don't have any girls till like 6 o'clock." And they're like, "It's fine, we'll wait." And they would all just come in and sit
And just sit
like,
there and wait.
and wait. And I would
That's
be
crazy.
vacuuming, cleaning poles, wiping down tables. And they're like, "Oh, what are you going to listen to music?" They're like, "Yeah, sure." And at the time, I was like listening to like a lot of like comedy podcasts. I'm like, I want to do comedy, dude. And I was like, well, I have a stage, I have a microphone. There's literally these 5 old men who are sitting here.
Yeah.
And so one day I told them, I was like, "Hey, look, I won't charge you guys a cover, but just listen to me tell these jokes."
Oh, nice.
They're like, "All right, cool, yeah." They all sat, by the stage, and I like turned on the lights. I'm like, "All right, come to the stage. We got Josh Fournier, give it up." And then I would run with the microphone and, "What's up, everybody?" And I told the worst jokes ever, but they were so like, yeah, it's like performing for your grandpa. Like no
Right.
matter what you said, they were gonna support you.
Bro, that's fucking dope as shit.
is cool,
That
bro.
might be one of the most original how I got started
Yeah.
being a comedian stories I've ever fucking heard, dog.
Yeah.
There was clips on my Instagram, but my girlfriend got mad and and deleted them.
It happens, dog.
Hey, it
You know
happens,
what I
but
mean?
whatever, dude.
It
The stories
happens,
are there.
bro. That's
And then,
crazy that you got your start at a fucking Farmington strip club,
Yeah,
dog.
in front of these old dudes.
Yeah, that might be the most New Mexican comedian story I've ever fucking heard in my life, dog.
Most people start at breweries or comedy clubs. Nah, dude. I
Nope.
started performing for dudes just off of dick pills, dude. It was a good time, dude.
Like, get this motherfucker out. Where's Destiny at? Get this motherfucker off the stage.
She ain't here for another 2 hours.
I mean, 4 years that's a long time
That's a long
to
time,
to be at a Farmington strip club,
A long
dog.
time. A lot of shit happened at that place, dude. We had skinwalkers for real show up, gyp girls. We had like dudes cross dressing. I had a guy run out on a girl, and if you know where this club was, we're on like the side of a cliff. A dude ran out on like paying a girl. He's like, "All right, we're gonna go. I gotta go pay at the front," and then he like took off. And my brother Che, he ran off the cliff and fell like 10 feet, and then bam, we had to call the fire department and shit. They had to bring out like that little like the cradle board that they would carry you out.
She's probably following too. Where's my money, motherfucker?
Yeah, and if you do run out on paying a stripper, you still have to. They can take you to court. It's failure to pay for
No
services.
way.
Yeah.
So
That
like
would
if
be a
you
wild
pay,
courtroom
the
experience.
girl can sue you
That's fucking
and take you to court.
So
Fun fact.
he bailed out on a $30 bill and got a $5,500 hospital bill.
Hospital bill, and she took him to court, dude.
He probably still ain't walking right, bro.
Fuck that.
No, and there's always that one dude, bro, that one homie, dog. You take him to the strip club, he knows that you gotta like for one, you can't really go unless you got dough. But as you were telling that story, that's kind of a hack out there in Farmington.
Yeah.
Most strip clubs don't have shit like that, right?
Yeah.
So if you're away from the stage and you're over there playing pool, you're cool, right?
Yeah.
You can still see it and you ain't gotta go over there and pay them bitches, right?
Yeah.
But any other strip club, they don't want any of that type of shit because you gotta go in there with intentions to pay these. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you can't go in there broke, but there's always that one homie, right? And he's the first one to go back there and get a private dance. And he pulls up, he's all, damn, bro, I ain't even got no money. I'm like, what the fuck that got to do with me, dog? Why'd you go get a private dance? I owe this bitch like $150.
Yeah, he's like, I was back there for like 8 songs, dude.
Bro, I got rent tomorrow. I ain't even supposed to be here.
It's like $45 a song.
Fuck
dude.
you doing here then, dog?
And they always shorten them too. For like a 4-minute song, it's still 2 minutes. Every
Right.
song, 2 minutes, 2 minutes. So
Right.
you don't even get the full song, dude.
Right.
They're a scam.
I remember the first time because my first experience with strip clubs was in Vegas, right? So I started way too like that's like starting in the NFL, dog.
Okay.
That's like not even playing high school football, right? That's just getting straight into the fucking. You're coming straight off the bench, straight into the NFL,
they're
right?
pro leagues, dude.
Pro leagues instantaneously. So when I first went to a strip club down here, it was with my older brother, right? And I was expecting the same experience.
Yeah.
I was sorely mistaken, dog. This fucking man. So we were hopping from club to club first, right? And all the clubs closing. So he's like, "You wanna go to strip club?" I'm like, "Motherfucker, it's like 2:33 in the morning. What strip club?" He's all, "Let's go to Fantasy World." I'm like, "Bet Fantasy World. They're open." He's like, "Yeah, it's you can't drink in the motherfucker, but they're open till like 5 in the morning." I'm like, "All right, cool, let's go." So we pull up. And I'm like, what the fuck is this place, man? And the stripper comes up and she's like, what's up, baby? I've been working. I started at TD's North. Then I started down and ended up at East. Or I started at East. I ended up at North. I went to Knockouts. It was slow. Now I'm at Fantasy World. I'm like, ugh. What the fuck? And my brother Ray's like, nah, you got to get a dance from her. That's who you got to get. I'm like, no, hell no, I don't. What the fuck is wrong with you, bro? You're supposed to be my older brother, man. You're supposed to be guiding me in the right direction here, my guy. Not this direction. So it fucked me up for strip clubs down here for a long time, right? I'm like, dog. But they're not all like that. Like North, I wouldn't say it's Vegas like level.
Yeah.
But it's the best one that we got. TD's North is the best
I'll
one
agree
that
to
we
that.
have.
I'll agree to that. Knockouts is a wild place.
Wild.
Like when John Jones won the heavyweight title, he was there because my girl likes to go to strip clubs too. So we're always that's where we like one of our first dates was at a strip club. So like one day we're just like, let's just go because Knockouts couples getting free, so we can go. We're scamming till the end, dude. And when John Jones pulls up next to you with the belt and he's getting money, you're like, oh shit, dude, what's up? I don't think I should be here. Dude.
Yeah.
This is a wild place to be, dude. But yeah, Fantasy World, I think you can stab a girl for like $13. So,
Pretty much.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Just fucking give them a good poke. And
Oh, definitely.
pay $25 for a juice.
I bet you, homegirl, you ran over works over there, my dude.
I don't want to go see, dude.
She probably running it now, dog. She probably running
She's
it.
probably the house mom now, dude.
Yup, bro, and she's seen you popping up at Quesada. She's like, that motherfucker was the one right there.
I know he's got
9, but he looks the same.
I know he's got money
I know,
now.
dude. I recognize his
You
cry.
still owe me $20.
I recognize his bitch voice, dude.
$20. Hey, yeah. So that was Fantasy World kind of fucked me up, right? And it's fun. It's dope, bro, man. My homie Rolo, dog. Rest in peace, Rolo. He was the bouncer there for a long time, so he would be like, "Yeah, you got when the club's over, come." Like, I'm good, dog. When the club's over, it's time to go home. I think I'm good, dog. I ain't in my 20s no more, my brother. I'm 31 now, bro. I ain't going to kick it with you at Fantasy World at 4:30, bro. I'm asking for it.
Yeah, it's so funny. Like, I know you guys had my brother Zach here, and like people think like after like comedy shows, we're like, we're gonna go party, we're gonna go hit up the club. No, bro. As soon as the show's over, I'm trying to go home. I want to go home. I want to play video games. I don't want to be around none of that messiness, dude.
Because you use that energy, dog, to entertain.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like when you're done, same thing. You know, when we're on the road doing shows, we're doing music. Like everybody thinks, oh man, after parties are probably lit, and a few of them every now and then, right?
Yeah.
But for the most part, hell nah.
When I went on the road with Baby Bash.
I already know this is gonna get crazy.
No, here's the thing. Like all the like Baby Bashers after party at blah 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 blah. He never showed up. Like the dude performed. We all smoked weed in the back, and then he was like, "Hey, my girl's at the room. I'm gonna go back to the room." I'm like, "That's so dope, dude. I want to do that." But fortunately, my girl wants to go out, so I'm going to your after party.
Without you. And hey, the homie Baby Bash, bro, he good people too, bro.
He's dope. Yeah.
Same shit, bro. We did a show with him out in San Diego, dog, at the Hard Rock. Okay. And it was the same, bro. Like, he was just kicking it up upstairs, bro. He had 2 bad beezies with him.
Yeah.
He had no plans on coming down and doing the twan at the fucking after party, my dog, right?
Yeah.
What's the song, his biggest one that he always has with the Doobie Brothers up there? Or not the Doobie Brothers, the Stewie Brothers. Not the Hurricane or the Tornado. What's the name of the fucking song? Baby Bash's biggest song.
I don't know, dog.
Look it up, Dom.
Sugar is the
Sugar.
Sugar.
But there's another one, though. It's like a dance track. What's the name of it, Dom?
Tornado.
Hurricane.
Okay.
It's a fucking natural disaster, dog.
Cyclone.
Cyclone.
Oh my God! Really?
Dog.
That was. I only know that because it was a little John beat.
Okay.
Y'all just over here. Light precipitation.
Yeah, bro.
Cumulus clouds. Y'all just naming stupid
20% chance.
But he wasn't down there doing the cyclone.
Yeah.
He was upstairs chilling. And I think that kind of comes with, like, being in the game for a while. Because I do remember when I first got started and like we were doing the clubs and we were touring, I was like, fuck yeah, after party had the energy. I wanted to do that shit. But when you realized how fast them after parties get mighty grimy, you're like, yeah, this probably ain't for me no more.
And like I don't drink or like do any of that shit. So like if I go, I'm like just watching people. Like, that's just crazy. And people are like, "Wow, take a shot." I'm like, "Yeah, cool. Thanks so much." But like, Baby Bash was cool. Because like it was comedy and then music, so like he showed up late as fuck, but I had already gone on stage and it was like me and like 2 other comedians that he knew really well, and they was like really dope. He's like, "Oh, you one of the comedians? That's so cool, man." Because he has a hey brother, you smoke or what? You want to smoke with us? And I'm like, "Sure, dude. Yeah, I don't smoke that heavy, but I do smoke." And he's like, "Let me teach you how to smoke, nephew." And so like he's like, "I want to get your lips on my thing," and I was like, "Cool." And it was just a wild moment because like everyone's like, "Oh my God, Baby Bash," and he's like, "Hey, nice," he's super nice, but like it was cool that he kept it in this sweet little circle. Yeah. And he's like, "How'd you do up there, man? Was the crowd good?" I was like, "I'm gonna be real with you, bro. I bombed." I fucking bombed. And he's just like, he said the coolest shit ever. He's like, "Well, sometimes my dick don't get hard either." So, hey, bro, sometimes my dick don't get hard. So just, fuck it. Next one, we're gonna do it, man. And I was like, "That's so dope, dude." That's cool.
I'm gonna point you in the direction of the gas station pills. We'll be good to go, dog.
Don't worry about it. We're gonna get them tomorrow. I knew what he said, and I was like, "That's dope, dude. I'm gonna remember that forever."
That's hilarious,
my brother. So, what's your favorite part? What do you like the most about being a comedian?
I don't know. I think I originally got into it for attention.
That's fair, dog, and honest.
Honestly, attention. But I as corny and gay as it sounds, I just like making people laugh. I like the feeling of, and like that's one thing I pride myself in. Like I'm native and a comedian, and there's a lot of native comedians who only do native shows, but I pride myself on the fact that like I can go to like a hood show, you know what I'm saying, a fucking essay show, a progressive show, you know what I'm saying. I did basically a Trump rally during the COVID because I just was so desperate for stage time.
That was probably wild, especially during that time.
Dude. And the only people who were like holding like get-togethers were like these Trumps, and they're like, dude, we're riding the freedom train. Get up here and tell some jokes, you know, and to be able to like tell jokes and doesn't matter what to make those people laugh. I mean, to me, that's what's up. Like,
How big was that crowd?
it was like maybe like 80 people, and it was out of Cortez, Colorado, and they had like the big diesels. It was just on a flatbed truck, and they had like the Trump trains and shit. And
Nice.
super like, yeah, dude, come out here and just say, fuck the government type shit. And I was just, we're sticking it to them. And I was like, yeah, dude, I like got out there because it was a wild time. But they were like super supportive, you know what I'm saying? Like me, Buck D, Steph, and Zach, we did the show in Farmington. And the night before we did the show there, they had a Klan rally. And they haven't had a Klan rally since like the 80s. And like
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, they had a Klan rally in Farmington on the Bistais, and it was like wild shit, you know what I'm saying? But it was like, as Klan rallies go, it was the most beautiful one I've ever seen. Because you think of like Klan rallies, think of Klan rallies like in a swamp or some backwoods place. Dude, ours was on the Bistay, on the cliffside, New Mexico sunset
All
in the
majestic.
back, dude. I was like, oh, the message sucks, but the presentation is amazing.
Oh, that's
how they get them. That's how they get them.
And
how
so
they get 'em.
I remember when that happened, they were posting on Facebook. I sent it to Buck and Steph. I was like, bro, they know you're coming, dude. And we went to the show, and Buck, he's just so off, and he's like, some of y'all motherfuckers were at that meeting last night, weren't you? And they were like,
You got me.
you're one of the good ones, huh? And but like we can still go to those places and make those people laugh, even though they might hate us. Like Steph got his car spit on afterwards because the only BMW in Farmington, so it's hard not to spot a fly black dude's ride, and
But they were laughing while they were
laughing while they were in there, and afterwards like, yo, our after party's at this barn, you want to come? For real, they're like, come to our barn. That's where the after party is. Like, dude, we'll be there. We're not fucking going to a fucking barn.
Right.
We ain't going to a fucking Klan barn. Are you crazy? No. I've seen how this movie ends.
Do we get to light the cross?
I saw A Time to Kill.
Maybe,
I know
dude.
what happens.
I saw Time to Kill. I know how this ends. I don't got Matthew McConaughey as a lawyer.
Yeah, dude.
Like, it doesn't end good for us.
Yeah.
But the fact that I'm like still Klan in Farmington, that is fucking insane,
They have
man.
a Klan chapter. And there's a gang. I don't know if there still is, but when I was in high school, they were called the Crazy Cowboy Killers.
Oh,
Yeah, so
right on the nose.
there you go, dude. You can't be any more obvious than that, dude.
Crazy cowboy. All
The
of
most
crazy-
misspelled gang ever, dude.
Bro.
New Mexico education at its finest.
When we were in middle school and high school, bro, the gang names that we came up with were insane, dog.
Yeah.
Like everybody had some wild shit, bro. Like everybody. I remember even when we were in like 7th grade, dog, like we were like a Bone Thugs gang, bro. Like Crazy Bone, Lazy Bone, Wishbone. You just want, at that point, bro, you're just trying to be cool, dog. You just want to fit in, bro. You're trying to do whatever the hell, right? And gangs were popping at that time, bro. And you know what I'm saying? They weren't trying to like rank you into like 18th Street in like 6th grade yet. So you had to come up
Make
with your own
something up,
shit.
for your street.
I went to Hayes Middle School right there off of Wyoming, and there was like 18-year-old middle schoolers there. That's crazy. Yeah, they were. I was like, dude, you shouldn't even be here, dude. I'm trying to play Pokemon. Get the fuck out of here.
Fuck Pokemon. I'm gonna rank you in, bro.
Oh no, fuck Pokemon. We Digimon out here, cuz. I'm like, what? Dude?
Tamagotchi pitch.
Yeah, dude. I only play water types, dude. You gangbanging in Pokemon Land. But I went back to Farmington after middle school, so it was a culture shock going from like country, Friday Night Lights, football, and then my junior year of high school, I moved back to Albuquerque. I went to Rio Grande. So it was like a weird culture shock to go from like blue collar, Friday night football country boys to like, hey, where you from, man? I'm like, Farmington.
Oh, you cool then, dog.
Yeah, they're like, all right, no, where you from, fool? I was like, Shiprock, what do you mean? What's going on? What are we doing, man? What's happening? Yeah.
I don't speak sign language. What are you doing?
It's like, I talk about, I dated this Cholo chick, and she used to beat the fuck out of me sometimes, but because she was little. Whatever, dude. That's Albuquerque love, dude. It's not even domestic violence. It's just sparring. You know?
That's how she shows her love, bro. And the little,
It's courting.
Yeah, the smaller they are, dog, the
Dude,
harder they punch,
wily,
my brother.
dude. I dated a real Mexican chick, dude. She had hot Cheeto fingers and hairy arms, the whole 9 yards.
She'll poke you in the eye with those hot
Yeah,
Cheeto
dude.
fingers, dog.
And she would like do this, and like I was like, I don't, dude. She's telling me like, fuck you in sign language, dude. I don't know. She's rubbing a hood.
Wait till you meet my primos. She probably told you.
Well, that's how I knew
call
she
my
was,
brother.
That's how I knew she was dangerous, because she didn't even threaten to call her brothers or her cousins. Or she's like, I'll fuck
didn't
you
need
up by myself.
She's like, Reggie.
Yeah, dude. Reggie. Dude, anytime I hear Reggie, I do get a little like, fuck, dude.
Right. They got him in the back. This is VIP room. We found it, bro. We did our
One day,
research.
dude. One day, I'm gonna do it. Like, hey, come out here. Come. This is gonna be some old pimp, dude. You know. So.
Or maybe you might have it twisted. Maybe he's like, my brother, thank you. Y'all killed that bitch. I couldn't get rid of her. Thank you.
She kept trying to join his team.
Yeah. Now you're like, after that, now I'm a pastor. I'm a youth pastor. Right? I'm Reginald. I'm not Reggie anymore.
Reginald.
Thank you.
I've been looking Reverend Reg.
Brother Reggie, dude. Honestly,
Brother Reggie.
Brother Reggie, you saved my life. Honestly, that day when I drove her and she died in my arms, I realized I got to turn to God, and honestly, I got to thank you, man. I forgive you. I release you from you. That's always way. That's
And I forgive your debt that you owe.
Nah,
Dude,
I still need that $30 for the collection plate.
$30 though. I had to pay for the bitch's funeral.
Yeah, you gotta be. Yeah, dude. Albuquerque churches are the wildest things ever, because they're all ex-gang members, and like they try to talk. Well, at least when I was a kid, they try to like level with you. Like, hey, bro, I was like you, dog.
Yeah.
I used to sell weed. I used to kill people. I was just like you. I'm like, I don't do none of that.
Well, you look like you did that shit, bro.
I used to do the things you do, bro. I was like, I know what, play Pokemon and ditch, dude, a little bit. It's like, nah, I used to murder, bro. But you know, it's like, you don't gotta live that life all the time.
Trying to level with you. Nah, bro, I had a native girlfriend, so I
dude,
understand
hey,
your struggle,
bro, trust
dog.
me, dude. I'm thirsty too sometimes.
Oh, bro. Hey, so before we turn on the cameras, bro, we were kind of talking about comedy a little bit, and I think we asked Zach. We didn't get to ask Buck this, but so what's the worst time that you can remember you bombed? One that
Bombing?
sticks with you, dog. Because I know, it happens to all of us. The music industry doesn't matter, bro. If you're entertaining somebody, sometimes, dog, you're going to fall flat, my
Hey,
dude.
how do
Hey, like
musicians
Bash
bomb?
said,
Yeah.
sometimes the shit don't get hard, dog.
Fuck them tomorrow.
What's the one that wakes you up at night, bro, when you think about bombing, it still sticks with you?
Let's see. There's a lot. There's I think every bomb that I've ever had, it's always ends up being a fun story anyway. But I think one of the worst ones we did, me and Zach did this rave in Colorado, and it was like a legit rave in the forest.
Oh shit!
So like we go up there, and like the stage next to us is like this DJ, and he's got like 400 people, and then you come to our stage, and there's like 6. And then you're just like, hey, everybody, you ever, growing Albuquerque's crazy? Just like, oh, all right, dude, yeah. Where you from? And they're high on like weed, and we had to do an hour of material, and we didn't have an hour.
Fuck.
So
Between you guys, 2 or both?
each an hour, yeah.
Oh, wow.
So after like 20 minutes, I was out of material, and you're just like, yeah. So Colorado's crazy, and right? How y'all doing? And people are and they're like nice because they've already committed to sitting down. They don't want to get up and go to the music. But every person who got up, I'm like, get out of here, you fucker. It sucks. I don't know why I'm here. Yeah, I bombed really hard. And it's just like, dude, pay me so I can get the fuck out of here. I bombed last 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, because I had this weird run during Indian market. I went to Santa Fe. At the Buffalo Thunder Casino, and it was like 2,000 people, but they're all walking, and so like nobody's paying attention to you. You're literally just like barking at me, like, "What's up, dude? Hey, where you from?" And nobody gives a shit. And then you just get the check and you cash it. You're like, all right, the next show's gonna be better. I had to go to Tohatchee, which is 3.5 hours away, perform at a basketball tournament, which
Holy
sucks. And so literally people like balling and then like getting into it, and there's a bracket tournament, and the guy's like, oh, you're here? I was like, I have a show to go do after this. And he's like, we're gonna pause the games so you can go tell your jokes.
Make us laugh. Fuck
Yeah, and so they paused the game, and they gave me like the announcer mic, and so you just go on this like chord, like, "What's up, everybody? How y'all doing?" They're like, "Fuck you, we want to play basketball, dude."
Yikes, bro.
And so I bombed on for 30 minutes. Again, I was like, yo, can I get paid like now and get the fuck out of here?
Please.
Like, you want to hang out? And like, no, I don't, dude. I want to fucking bury myself. Yeah.
That, bro, it's interesting because it seems like down here in New Mexico, they're trying to put you guys wherever the fuck there's a mic. They're like, oh yeah, the quinceañera, fuck yeah, bring it, bro. Come tell some jokes, dog.
Especially when you're starting out, dude. You try to get on what, like me and Zach did a fundraiser for like a sheriff in Bernalillo.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and like Zach was like, and I booked the show, and I didn't know it was. I kind of did, but I didn't tell Zach. He showed up like with his weed, and this was before it was legal. Yeah, he showed up with his weed and everything else, and he's like, "What are we doing?" He's like, "It's a fundraiser for sheriffs." He's like, "What the fuck, dude? Are you kidding me? Fuck, I gotta put everything back." And yeah. So you take all these hell gigs, but they're fun because I don't know. Now we're at the point where like even if we do a shitty gig, we're like we know it's gonna suck, but we can at least make the most of it and at least bullshit our way through and like the best you can hope for is somebody who heckle you because then you're like, all right, cool, I don't gotta do material. I can just fuck with this person for the rest of the show, you know. And you know I've never lost to a heckler, but I think the worst bomb is that one in Colorado at a music venue at a rave.
It sounds like they set you guys up to fail, my dog, for one.
Yeah.
An hour? That's fucking
It was
long
me
as
an
hell.
hour, and then after me was like burlesque girls. But like it's in the forest, so they got fully naked. And so like they're doing like a whole show and fully naked. And then right after Zach has to go up and like perform after girls had their like whole titties and bush out. And he's just like, "What's up, everybody? You ever go to the state fair?" You know, and it's just
So driving down Central is pretty
dude.
crazy.
Well, I bombed this casino booked us in Colorado, the Ute Mountain Casino, and they put us in the bingo room, which, you know, seats like 700 people.
And it's bright as fuck in
Right, dude. We got there was 5 people in there.
Oh no.
And 2 security guards.
Oh, that's crazy.
And it's Ute Mountain, which is a tribe, like the Ute tribe. And so, like, I'm talking to, like, what tribe are you from? They're like, Navajo. Like, what tribe are you from? Navajo. And so it's just giant empty bingo room. And we're just like, look, there's no point in you sitting 6 rows back. Just come up here in the front, dude. Just
Matter of fact,
come
I'm
to
gonna
the
get off the
front.
stage and sit on a chair next to you.
I literally
guys.
I got down from the stage. I got to their table and I was just vibing with them and it ended up being like really. It didn't bomb, but we made the most of like a shitty like, God, this sucks, dude. But we're here. They paid us, and the people who did show up, we had to get in that mindset where like, there's 5 people here. They paid money to be here, so I have to give them a show. Yep. So it's easy to go up there and be like, "Oh, this sucks. This whole room sucks. You guys are dumb for coming here," and it just kills the vibe of everything. But I was like, they paid. Let's give. And Zach's really good at that, dude. Because I'll get in the mood. We're like, I don't want to fucking do the show. And he's like, bro, best images of ourselves. Yep. They paid money. Let's give them a show, you know. And then it ends up being a lot of fun because then you know we bonded with these 5 people.
For sure.
Every now and again, a straggler will come in and like, "What's going on in here?" Like, "What's up? Get in here, dude." You know, we're at, you just say dumb shit like, "This is the Native American retreat. Get in here, dude." Teaching new songs.
You know what? I see that though because I kind of took the same approach whenever we do shows and there'd be like 3 people, right?
Yeah.
Or 4 people. I would just be like, well, practice night tonight, guys. Let's give it all we got. Let's learn these lyrics. Let's get our stage presence on. Like, let's know you're on that side of the stage. I'm on this side of the stage.
Yeah.
But like, it's funny. We all have to say this. It's like the nice thing, the politically correct thing to say. Like, I don't care if it's 1 or 1,000. I do.
Yeah.
There's a difference. The performance isn't the same, dog.
Is
It's
it
just
easier
not.
to perform in front of like a couple people or like 1,000 people?
Way easier to perform in front of 1,000 people.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, because it gets, bruh. If it's you and like 4 people in the crowd and you're like spitting, you catch eye contact and they're just following you, bro, it's more intimate. Like, I don't know, dog. There's just something about 4 versus 4,000. You're removed. Like, it just kind of seems like you're out of your body when you're in front of that big of a crowd versus a couple.
Yeah, the most I was telling him was the most people I've ever performed for was like 2,000 people at Revel, like packed out in that big ass room.
That's crazy.
And at that point, like past like the second row, you don't even like notice anything. Yep. So like, but it's different because like in rooms like that where they're there, they know like, oh shit, this is comedy. We're here to have fun. It doesn't matter. Like I taught my shoe today, and people are like and that laughter goes like, and it's weird because like that laughter goes that way and then it comes back at you. So you have to like adjust your timing because you'll be like and you're used to like your timing and your rhythm down. But in an audience that big, you know, you have to pause to wait for that laughter to come back and hit you.
That's
but
interesting.
when you're really hitting it, like when you're hitting it, you feel, it's like a wave, like air. Like when there's 100, 300 people and they all collectively laugh at the same time, it's an air that hits you. You're like, oh shit, I'm fucking killing it right now, dude. Like, you know, it's a good time though.
That's dope as hell. So you talked. So now that we're on this part of the combo, then you talked about the bomb. What show stands out to you that you killed? You murdered.
I opened for Dave.tell, and I don't even know who Dave.tell is. He's like,
for sure.
one of probably like the best comedian, like comedy legend. He's like your favorite comic's favorite comic.
Yeah.
And we went to go watch him, and my buddy was hosting, and after the show, crushed it, amazing, had a great time. Sold out, and then afterwards we went to meet him, and my buddy's like, yo, like, I was like, can I get a picture with him? And he's like, yeah, let me just hang out, we'll see what happens. And his feature came out, and like I was just talking, and he came over, he's like, hey, this is my friend Josh, blah blah blah. I was talking about my grandpa being a co-talker, and he's like, who'd love to hear this? Dave, let me go get him. I was like, oh shit. And Dave came out, and we literally, he's cool as fuck, chain smokes cigarettes, and he's like, tell him what you're telling me. And we talked he literally we hung out from like 11 to like 3 a.m.
Oh, that's dope.
And it was cool because it was, again, like those little moments where it's like our circle is like me, my girl, my homie, Dave, his feature. And we were just like sitting there. And people would come over because like, oh, Dave, can we get a picture? And he's like super nice. And then it was just back to the conversation.
That's dope.
And then after like 3 a.m., he's like, hey, it's getting late. I'm going to go to bed. I was like, hey, thanks so much. It was nice meeting you. And he's like, what are you doing tomorrow? And I was like, we're supposed to drive back to Albuquerque. And he's like, well, if you're around, you want to do some time, come and do some time. And I was like, what the fuck? That's crazy.
That's crazy.
And so you get a shot like that. I showed up the night, and I told my lady, I was like, we're staying, dude. Like, we're going to stay another night, dude. I'll fucking drive, because she has to work Monday, and it's a Sunday show. I was like, I'll drive after the show, dude. You can sleep. And yeah, we went on there, and it's sold out, and it's him, so you don't want to like bomb in front of you, like one of the guys you look up to. And sold out room, you go up there, and I smashed 15 minutes, and like I didn't know, like I was getting there, he's like, oh, my buddy texted, he's like, it's me, his feature, you, and then I tell. Oh, like, shit. Holy shit. Damn. Dude, all right, okay, cool. And he's super dope, and yeah, I crushed. I just had a great set that night, and it was a good time because audience laughs, whatever, but when somebody like that, like laughs at your shit, and he comes back and he's like, I have a joke where I talk about like tying up my girlfriend, and the punchline is like, I'm a Navajo vaquero. And backstage, I guess he was like, because you can hear your audio in the backstage, and he's like, no habla inglés, Paco. But then the next line is, that means Navajo cowboy for those of you who don't habla, and he's just like, and like that. I was like, dude, that feels so good. So yeah, to make somebody like you look up to like laugh, that's like, that's a great feeling.
Kind of like validates what you're doing.
You're like, all right, cool.
I'm on the right path.
He's been doing this forever. He's heard every joke there is to hear. So if I get something that he's never heard before, that feels good, dude. So
you probably didn't, like when you started out there in Farmington, you probably had no fucking clue.
Still,
like, there's no way. And sometimes it doesn't feel real, huh?
Still not. And like I said, I still I'm a fan first, So like when we go to these shows or even music, like I'm a huge music fan. So when I meet these people think it's corny to be like, yo, I'm a huge, not me, dude. I'm a fucking fan first before anything else. So like, even when I met you, I was like, oh shit, what's up, dude? Hey, I'm a fan. Hey. I don't give a fuck, dude. I'm not too cool for this, dude.
I think once you lose that, dog, like, and I'm the same fucking way, dog. Like I'm just a regular motherfucker that grew up with looking at these like superstars, right? I'm fans of these motherfuckers first too. Yeah. I think once you lose that, you kind of start removing yourself, dog. Like you start being that weird fuck that nobody wants to be around, or you start acting like a dickhead. You just don't get it anymore, dog. I don't ever want to lose that thread on like where I come from, who I am, because I don't know, you just get removed and you see it, whether it's music or comedy. Once the musician loses that or the comedian loses that, the material kind of suffers, dog.
Yeah, I feel that. Like I've seen fools who like been doing it so long, like their new stuff is just not into it as much as you would think so. Yeah. It happens with music artists too, And I think that's why like a lot of people love musicians or bands or rappers or whoever they like their early shit. Like I like his old shit. His old shit was way better. His new shit kind of sucks now. And I think it's because like you had that drive and that passion, you know what I'm saying? That being said, what was I going to ask? Okay, so I was going to ask like how, when comics bomb, it's one thing, like musicians bomb. I didn't know what a musician bombing was until we we did the Gong Show here in Albuquerque, and we invited rappers.
Hell no. They probably you probably gonged all those motherfuckers out of
Every
there,
single one of them. Well, I was on it, and
Yeah.
shout out Buck D and Six, dude. They've banned me from every Gong Show because I've won like 5 in a row, and they're literally like, dude, we're literally just giving you money every month. You can't do them anymore. But the one it was because it was interesting because like that's what the Gong Show was. It was a show back in like the 70s, 80s, where it was like musicians, magicians, singers, whatever the fuck, comedians, you know. And so that's what they were trying to do here. And they included rappers, and a bunch of rappers like signed. And I was like, it's interesting. We'll see how this goes out. And it's so funny because like when comics bomb, it's whatever. You know, fuck it. You bomb, you're gonna do another show tomorrow. You're gonna do an open mic tomorrow. But I realized it was interesting to see like rappers whose like whole career, like your persona is I'm the man, I'm the shit, dude. I'm the coolest motherfucker out there, and everyone loves me. And to go to a room of like essentially neutral people and like, what's up, everybody? And then people are like, boo,
We don't like you. Get the fuck off
boo.
stage.
It was just weird to see like rappers get bombed, dude. Like one dude brought like a whole camera, like I'm gonna film a music video because it's a full room. It was a full room, and so like, you know, he had his like 3 hype men and his girls, and like, it was just like them, like but literally the rest of the room was like, no,
Nobody felt it.
we're not it. And literally was like, we don't want to hear like I cruise down Central, I'm a Borke killer, and everybody was like, I sell drugs, you know what I'm saying?
That's
I'm
what
a
they came
Borke killer, dude. And I just, but it was interesting to see like rappers bomb, and there were some rappers who literally like, all right, thank you so much, fuck y'all, I'm out, and they was just they didn't even wait to get like judged or like roasted from the panel. They're like, all right, fuck y'all, I'm out of here, y'all suck, and then they literally just left off stage, left the venue.
They didn't wait because the ego couldn't take it, dog. And see, that's the big difference. That's the huge difference between music and comedy. And it's interesting because, you know, we're connected, bro.
Yeah.
Like we go back and forth. I feel like there's like a nice little balance. That's why I like comedy and music shows like together, because they really like balance each other out.
Yeah.
But the big difference, dog, the separator between you guys performing in front of 4 people and us performing in front of 4 people is we still got the music, my dog. Music's still behind us, bro, right? Whether it's some people rapping over their lyrics or they just got their beat, or you got a band, it doesn't matter. You can get kind of lost in that, right?
Yeah.
Fuck, don't matter. There's an empty room. Again, we're just practicing. But you guys, it's just you guys and the fucking microphone and your voice.
It's magic, dude. It's magic. There's something about it where you can just say words and change people's moods. Depending on like what you say, you can literally affect people's mood. But that's what I think why comedy's dope is because it doesn't matter if you know, a country dude, if you're a racist redneck, and that's what's cool about New Mexico is because it's such a blend of cultures that like everyone gets each other's references, you know, like if I say Skinwalker, everyone's like, you know what I'm saying? Everyone's like, whoa, you can't.
Don't say that word, bro. Why are you saying it?
But it's cool because New Mexico is very unique in that way where there is such a blend of cultures and different backgrounds and stuff, and everyone understands that and recognizes that because you go to other places and it's pretty much set in their ways or whatever. But to come here and to be able to make people, you know, who are, you know, Hispanic, black, white, whatever the fuck, you know, everyone laughs at a collective thing, and it doesn't matter if you're like left, right, blue, whatever the fuck, you know, gay, straight, and who cares? You hate them. To like, for that 45 minutes, you're gonna laugh and everyone's gonna be cool, and like that's a cool to me. Like it's like magic, dude. It's like a weird zone where like people can come and just like, all right, cool, we're relaxed, we're chill. As long as everyone's on the same page, you can laugh at me. And if I do a headlining set, I do make fun of like being native in my culture first, like for the first 10 minutes. So that way, like if I do start making fun of you and you get weird about it, I'm like, well, you left at the native shit, you know?
It's cool. You can laugh at me. I can't laugh at you. Yeah. I always say that it's not fucked up. That's why I think with comedy, nothing should be off the table, dog.
Yeah, no, I do think what offends me more is like a bad joke, you know. I have a joke where I talk about my transgender uncle. You know, he was a transgender in the 90s when it mattered, you know?
When it was a real statement.
And that statement is so crazy.
When Paris was really burning.
Because, that already people are like, oh, cancel. But to me, that's what it was. Like, he didn't have a parade. He was literally in the streets, dude.
Yeah.
He was a transgender prostitute. You know what I'm saying? Like, everyone's like, oh, you're so brave for coming out in 2023 or 2022. No, to me, that's not brave. What brave is jerking off truckers to get from Flagstaff back to Albuquerque. That's brave, dude. And that's what
and dangerous.
That's what Cuckoo Kelly was all about, dude. All right,
that is dangerous, dog. Like
that, but it's a funny bit to tell on stage, and to me, like, you can't tell if you. That story is essential, you know what I'm saying? Especially to who I am and like what my, you know, not only where I come from, but my people's culture. You know, it's essential, and it sounds kind of hateful, but really it's not. It's not, dude. You know, it's just a cool painting picture. But I can't tell that if you're gonna get mad and at what I say.
They're not
just
gonna
that,
hear it.
yeah. Just that statement of like he was trans in the 90s when it mattered, dude. You know, like
you probably split the room nowadays.
they're like, oh, you know, like shut up, dude. You know, would you know him? All right.
do you kind of feel like the temperature's changing a little bit now? Because I know we went through a whole like there was probably like about like 2-3 years where it's like holy shit, man, you can't say nothing. Everybody was uptight.
Everybody was getting, but I do feel like now it's like people are kind of relaxing and chilling out, you know.
Bro, it's like it's a fucking joke, man. Chill out.
Even when everyone was kind of getting canceled, I never said like hateful shit, you know what I'm saying? But I did say some stuff that maybe rubbed people the wrong way. But I think if your writing is good enough, you can kind of get around it to where like you don't like that joke, but the way it's written, you have to kind of like, all right, I see where you're coming from.
To where you get it.
Yeah,
you understand the perspective.
So for example, like one of the dumbest like jokes I have is like, you know, if you could guess my favorite Disney movie, what do you think it is? And I usually point to like a white person in the audience, and it's for a reason, because now you get to show me, you know, like how fucked up your mind is. You know, like what if you could don't worry, fuck these cameras. If you could just guess what my favorite Disney movie is, what do you think it is? Go. It's a cool icebreaker. It's a cool moment in the show to where like people like, all right, I'm giving you an opportunity. You know the right answer, and you know the wrong answer.
Let's see how the show's gonna go.
Yeah, let's see how it's gonna. And it doesn't matter what you say, because you know if you're going to progressive, people are like, oh, Moana, you know. And I was like, and I tell them it's like, safe answer. I like what you did. You want a safe answer? Yeah. You know what they said in Texas, and then you hit them. But sometimes it's like, what do you think of my favorite Disney movie is? And somebody, Pocahontas, like what the fuck? And then you play it. How dare you? Dude, words hurt, dude. But it's like, you know what they said in Texas? Brother Bear, dude, fuck. What the fuck? So I forgot that was even. But it's a cool moment to like give them the floor to like, let's see where you are, where your mind is, and I want people to say the wrong, you know, Pocahontas, just because I'm like, cool, you said that. Sucks. It is borderline racist, but you know what? We're cool. We're gonna be cool. Yeah, we're gonna be fun. And then I was like, you know, and even if like the person like if you like, Pocahontas, I'm like, yeah, that's actually not right. My favorite movie is actually Up. Yeah. And people are like, oh, I love that movie. It's like, right, don't you? Oh my God, it's such a good movie. Doesn't it make you feel nice and warm watching white people get relocated from their homes for once? And then it really breaks the like, oh shit. So even the guy who was like, Pocahontas, I got you, you fucking Indian. He's like, oh shit, okay. I see what you did there. And it's an offensive joke, but it's so well written that you're like, all right, I have to kind of, all right, cool. All right, it's cool. We're good. No, we're all survived. We're good. All right, cool. Let's move on.
Well,
and then you can say,
there's a difference between offensive and hateful.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, you look at those words like they're kind of like symbiotic, but they're not really, bro. Yeah. If you're leading with hate, bro, like you could tell, right? Yeah. Just because you're offensive doesn't mean you're a hateful fucking person, right? Yeah. Especially now, people are so easily offended, my dude. I watched a movie last night, matter of fact, and I knew I had to talk about it because it shocked me to see it. It's that movie Blink Twice with Channing Tatum. They're like on the kind of like
that's
Epstein.
A new movie on. Okay.
Pretty fucking crazy. If you ain't seen it, go see that.
Oh,
shit, man.
Okay.
But at the beginning of the movie, it came with a warning.
Oh shit!
I've never seen it ever before in my life.
Wait, what?
If this depicts this, that, and the third, if you're easily offended, you might not want to watch this because it shows. Bro, I was shocked.
Really?
Couldn't believe it. Yep, couldn't believe it.
Lord.
Yeah, you were talking about something earlier. Where like the people obsessed with like these killers and serial killers are all like females, you know?
Yep.
And it's like they're obsessed with like that sort of like like for a while there was like a Netflix movie where like a dude kidnaps a girl and just like fucks her every night.
Yep.
And girls are like, dude, that's so amazing. I'm like, no, that's fucking crazy. I don't remember the name of the movie, but it was like, yo, he kidnapped her, dude. That's Stockholm syndrome.
And then they go and watch. They're like, I can't wait for the next episode. They watch it at like 10:30 at night, bro. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, they had that show, You, where the dude was walking around. He was
yeah,
stalking
yeah.
the chick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Only women I know watch that. I've never heard a guy talk about that ever.
My girl was into that, dude.
Yeah.
But all of my girls are freaks. She's into some wild shit. I get it. But if it was like a normal girl, it's just like, oh my God, you were so good. It's like, it's a wild movie. Yeah, he does stalk them and he like sneaks out their window and then he like ends up like kidnapping them. And yeah, he ends up killing him every time. It's yeah.
Yeah. They love Dexter, all that shit. It's like,
Hey, Dexter was dope until the end, Doug. All right. I ain't gonna let you shit on Dexter.
I'm not shitting on Dexter. I'm just talking about the genre of film. Like, there's something about it where women, like, I guess they want you to throw a bag over their head or something. And just hit them with a hood.
That's offensive, Len Words. But not hateful.
It's not hateful
But
at
not
all.
hateful.
That's love. That's coming from a loving place.
Lead with love, even if you're
Always.
offending.
Yeah, even if I'm throwing a bag over your head.
So I got another one for you then, my
Yeah.
dog. Since we've gotten to this point in the pod, we've asked everybody this. I've given you no preparation, so this is gonna come straight off the dome.
All right.
Top 5 favorite comedians of all time. Go.
Oh shit. Okay, Charlie Hill first and foremost. He was the first. He was the first Native American
That's a good one.
comedian to get passed at the Comedy Store. He went on tour with Richard Pryor, loved Chappelle, and just always even the Chappelle show just to show that like crazy bits can be okay. You know, the racist black guy is still my favorite.
It's one of the greatest of all time.
It's insanely good.
I still love Wayne Brady when he came on too. That shit was hilarious.
Yeah, Wayne Brady being a super thug, dude. That was a great one. Current Bill Burr, obviously.
Yeah.
I feel Bill Burr has a real Albuquerque attitude of like, I don't give a fuck.
He kind of does, huh?
Yeah, he does have like I call Albuquerque the Boston of the Southwest, you know, because there is just this,
shit. Okay,
there's
I can
just
see
like
that.
tension or anger. I don't know what it is, dude, but there's an you want to fight somebody, and the only other place I've gotten that is in Boston, where it's like, who the fuck are you? And you know, but you get that here.
Real territorial.
Yeah, very, very territorial. And then after that, it varies, honestly. Charlie Hill, Chappelle, Bill Burr. There were, people shit on him, but Dane Cook, honestly, because Dane Cook was, when I was coming up in high school, that was like the first time I remember like kids were like, oh my God, he's saying the dumbest shit, and it's getting a reaction.
He killed it on MySpace.
Yeah, it was insane. Like, there should be no reason why chicken sweet and sour sauce all over your pussy makes you laugh that hard.
I don't know if it was the way he delivered it.
I think it was delivering.
You know which one's one of my the funniest for me, bro? I was done. I had to pause the special when he talks about he's on. Then I went down in my basement and I collected coins. Whenever he talked about like the Mario Brothers one, he's talking about DJ Diddles. You haven't seen that? Yeah, bro. He's talking about this girl. He's how that he thinks it's like weird to watch like a chick play with her pussy. He's like, he's very uncomfortable. He's like, she looks like a DJ from the 80s. She's like, DJ Diddles spinning the clits from the 80s and the 90s.
No, I never.
He does get a lot of hate now.
He does get a lot of hate, but his material, and just for him being so silly, and his material sometimes makes no sense, but just the way it was delivered. I remember it just watching it affect people's emotions was really dope. And I think number 5, the Kings of Comedy, probably specifically Bernie Mac. I remember I stole that CD and it's funny to think back like how much comedy's been a part of your life, but my mom dated this dude when I was in middle school, and he had like a CD book, and I would like listen to his CDs every night, but he had a burned copy of Kings of Comedy. I remember I stole that, and I would just listen to it because I was like, it's so weird, like hearing people talk and just getting that's like my first obsession with comedy was that Kings of Comedy CD, when you talk about, you know, his kids, you know, just how ridiculous they were. And, the little gay one, you know, like,
His sister's
to get
kids,
some, to get some milk and cookies.
Yeah.
It's so funny, but that was like one of the first times I ever saw like, oh shit, he's talking like from a black point of view of how he had to like take his sister's kids because she was on drugs. I'm like, well, fuck, as a native, that's the same shit. Why, you know, we're taking, you know, kids in that because they're on drugs, you know, and then same thing with like George Lopez, you know, a lot of the shit he said, you know, being poor and I grew up in a Hispanic neighborhood, but I was like, a lot of what he's saying does seem to apply to like native people as well. So
That's good,
I
bro.
really gravitated to that as well.
We're connected, dog. Like it goes back really, bro, to say, like, be bluntly honest, it goes back to a poverty thing.
Yeah.
Dog. When you're at that level of poverty, it doesn't matter if you're brown, green, yellow.
Yeah.
You're doing a lot of the same shit, dog.
Everyone lives the same poor
same
life,
type
dude.
of life, bro. And I always felt same. Like it's interesting you said that because when I lived out in San Fidel, dog, like it was like San Fidel Spanish land grant. So it's just a bunch of Chicanos that lives in San Fidel, right? Then you have Acoma and you have Laguna and you have Cebolleta, right?
Yeah.
So it's Spanish land grant reservation, Spanish land grant reservation, right? So and we're carrying this like shit from like years and years and years of us supposed to be pitted against each other when realistically, bro, we're all connected in the same, dog. You feel what I'm saying? It's just some of us have more indigenous and some of us have more Spaniard blood, right? They came down here and just took over everything, dog. So at this point, there's no way that all of our blood isn't all intertwined, right? Yeah. So it's interesting because our cultures are so fucking connected too. Dog. It's the same shit.
That's why I said it's hard to be racist in New Mexico because like it's such a blend of cultures and like if you're a Spanish fool who hates like natives, that's so crazy because like every Spanish fool I know has a Zia tatted on them, brother. Come on. It's like motherfucker, that's a native symbol, bro. What are you talking about?
And probably has some kind of indigenous blood in their DNA, dog. Yeah.
It's hard to hate, like, and especially like white people in Santa Fe. You're like, I don't like, and then you get there. I mean, you run into, especially if you perform outside of your circle, you run into some people who like are not your friends. But I'm like, dude, you live in an adobe house. What are you talking about? How do you hate natives but live in the house, dude?
That was our idea first, motherfucker. We took that shit.
Crazy, brother. It's comedy. I think kind of shines a light on stuff like that, like the whole shit going on in Aurora right now. Where like the Venezuelan gangs.
Have you guys seen that shit?
I actually just heard about that shit.
Yeah, that's crazy. They took over 2 apartment complexes and just forcefully like charge people.
It's the Carter.
And I saw the feds say they can't do nothing. Dude, the cops say they can't do nothing. It's crazy.
I saw this interview with this lady. She's like, I have to lock all my doors, and honestly, I'm gonna move out because it's just too dangerous. They're forcing me out of my home, and it sucks because I called the FBI and the cops, and they won't do anything. And like, I was like, that sucks. But as a native, I'm like, damn, that shit sucks, huh?
That shit sucks, huh?
Damn, crazy, huh,
crazy,
dude?
bro.
Some fucking
just
foreigners,
took your shit, huh?
some foreigners come out here and kick you out of your home. That's crazy.
Kind of hard to deal with, huh?
And now the cops won't help you out. That's crazy.
They said there's nothing they can do, right?
About to claim that fucking fire insurance on that whole building.
Hey, I've been seeing the videos of that shit too, bro. They walking
wild.
around the apartment complex with Dracos and shit.
Yeah,
really
just
crazy business.
It is weird because like they have a pimp too. That's a wild thing. They do it on the cell phone. Just the fat.
Oh yeah. His name's Reggie, dog.
Dude, it's Reggie. But Albuquerque's dope, dude. It's a blend of cultures. I didn't realize we had so many Cubans in Albuquerque, dude.
Bro, in the 90s, dog, that it was a lot more than now too.
There's a lot of Cubans, Puerto Rican. We went to a Puerto Rican after party club the other weekend, dude, and I didn't realize we had those here.
Yeah, no, that's the first. Where the fuck's that at?
It's right where the old Last Call Burritos used to be, right next to FX, dude.
Oh shit!
Yeah, dude. And my girl's friend knew somebody, so they got us in there and immediately like, hey, papi, like, coño, papi. Dude, the Spanish is different, dude. I'm like, this is not what I'm used to,
Different.
And I was like, we walked from Central, the messiness of FX on Central late at night till like, I was like, I'm in a fucking Fast and the Furious video, dude. This is crazy, bro. Every Daddy Yankee song they played, dude. Yeah, like, and it's just fools, like light skinned fools with super tight t-shirts and slick gel hair. I'm like, bro, I'm in a fucking Dominic Toretto movie.
Albuquerque, like after hours, bro, you can end up in some crazy ass places, bro.
That's why I try to go home.
You don't really know, like, and it's places you never really expect, dog. One time we did a 420 show, right? And my DJ Audia, shout out Hillary. She's like, I got this after party. It's like a bunch of my stripper friends, and they're doing like this art exhibit. And I'm like, bet, say less, run it. So we go up here, like, it's right off of Central, dog. I can't even remember the street, bro, but it was like a house.
Yeah.
And we pull up, I'm like, Hillary, what the fuck is going on? She's like, I just got a DJ, it's cool. And we're all drunk, we're lit. It's me, Leezy, my homeboy Manuel. We're all there. We all pull up to this after party, right? And we get inside. and there's this huge stripper bitch dressed as a fucking nun with her titties out, bro. Letting people in the door, right? And right behind her is this huge painting of like a church, but the door is a pussy, right? Fuck. I'm like, damn, that shit just fucked me up instantly. I was like, oh shit, I see y'all on like a different wavelength here, huh? All right, this is some top-notch shit right here. So we go into the back room, right, and we're standing there, and Lee's lit, bro. He's like, bro, see that bitch with them big old titties, dressed like a nun? And he walks around, and this dude, right, who was being walked on a chain, right? This chick was, all the chicks were dressed as nuns, and the dudes were like, they looked like the dude on Pulp Fiction that they pull out of the dresser. Yeah. And this dude's getting walked on a chain, right? Yeah, and he stands up and he starts dancing by Leezy. Bro, he don't see him. I'm fucking dying, dog. This dude's in full, I don't even, what was that dude's name? The Gimp. He looked just like him, but without the mask, bro. He's still chained up, right? And he's like dancing. And I was like, hey, Lee, turn around real quick. He turns around, he's all, what the fuck, dog? Hillary, where the hell are we at? And bro, we're so fucking drunk. Brother, it's a tiny house, bro, but it's 2 stories. So I'm like, this is weird as fuck. Where's the bathroom? And the nun with the titties out, so it's upstairs. So we go upstairs. There's a fucking studio upstairs, bro. A mic, Pro Tools, inbox. I'm like, what in the fuck is going on? How the hell did we get here? Yikes. And I need to leave fucking now.
You're going to rap now. No, the only thing rapping is this party. Right, get me the fuck out of here, dude.
Yeah. And the nun with the tits out kept trying. Every painting was a painting of a pussy that was like a building, right?
Yeah.
First one was the church. The next one was the fucking a courtroom. I'm like, who's the artist? What is this,
what
man?
Oh my Dante, dude, going through the 7 circles of hell. What the fuck is this, dude?
The next day I called Hillary. I'm like, listen, I love you, sis. You are not planning the after parties ever again.
Yeah.
I don't think I've heard from Leezy since that party, dog.
Bro, Albuquerque's got a wild kink scene, dude. Like my girl is into all of that.
Really?
So she takes me to some wild. We went to the social club and same shit, dude. They had like girls and like baddies in leather, and they had like these dudes just hooked to chain. They were wearing like dog masks, and so like
walking around.
Just I was like, yo, can I bet your dog? Can I bet your dog? Oh shit! Because I mean, you walking on ice, bro. You might as well dance, dude. I'm like, yo, this one's mean, bro. Fuck. Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude,
that's crazy.
They have orgies here, dude. It's crazy, bro. There's a lot of sinning in the city.
Tiny
dude.
dog. Albuquerque's different.
Albuquerque's crazy.
I've been to a lot of cities, bro, all across the United States, and there's just something different.
There's something. I tell people Albuquerque's my favorite city. I've been to LA, performed in New York. I've been to Albuquerque's my favorite city, dude. It's it's the culture, the place, and at some point I'm for sure probably gonna have to leave, but I'll always come back, dude.
Oh yeah,
always come back.
You have no choice, bro.
Dope,
and you know, at that point though, like I agree, dog. I agree. I've been to a whole lot of cities. There's just something, bro. Something about Albuquerque. I don't know if it's because I was born here. Yeah. We've lived here so long. Maybe it's biased. I don't know, dog. Because you get people that aren't from here that say the same shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? One of my homies works at Lauderburger. He's from Cali, and he's all, I came down here during the riots. Shit, motherfucker, I never left. I like it out here way more, and you get that a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. It's just
I just did comedy in LA for Netflix and shit. But even like there, the culture out there is so much different. Just the after party culture and even just the hang culture is so much different. I'm like, I want to go home, bro. This shit, it's cool, but I'd rather be home. Honestly, I don't want to be here. Texas, same shit. It's different culture, but it's there's nothing like Albuquerque.
There's not, and I really like, and I've said it a bunch, bro. I like what you guys have done with your guys' scene, dog. Because again, I come from the music scene.
Yeah.
And not anymore now. It's definitely a little more unified than it was when I was first like coming up. It wasn't very unified. We had cliques. We like kind of knew each other. We kind of like hung out, but we'd pull up, we'd do our set, and we'd get the fuck out, right? Yeah. You guys, dog, you guys clicked up. You guys like are pushing something positive. You guys are all together, kind of connected. You pull up to each other's shows. Yeah. You stay there to watch the set, right? There's just something different that you guys have done, bro. Constructing.
I think a big part of that is, shout out Zach Abeda again, because like when we started literally a day apart from each other. Like
that's crazy.
I started on a Monday, he started on a Tuesday. that Monday, my first set in Albuquerque, he was just there to like scope it out, and he's like, I'm gonna do it tomorrow, and then the next day he started. And when we started, it was the same shit. You know, everyone clicked up, gate kept, nobody was cool. All the comedians were like assholes and mean as shit. They never booked us on anything, and they kind of like kept us like, we're the cool guys.
Yeah, fuck off.
And we were like the new like shitty kids, and you know, at that point it was like, well, fuck, you're funny, I'm funny, you're cool. I see you at every show we go to, so let's just be homies essentially.
Smart.
And Zach was the first one. He was like, when we got to this point, he was like, you remember how much it sucked when like we tried to be cool with like the other guys and they were rude to us? He's like, let's not be that. Like, let's, because if it was up to me, I'd still be like, fuck everybody. Yeah. But yeah, Zach was really the one. He's like, we should make again. He's been saying it forever, like best version of yourself. He's like, you might be bored, but these people come up and you got to remember, they look at us like, oh my God, those are the guys.
For sure.
Doing the Netflixes, doing the road, doing the big shows, and, you know, and, you know, be nice to those people, because it's so especially like female comedians, bro. Like we get female comedians in the scene, and all the other creeps show up and they fucking like, hey, I'll teach you how to do comedy, and then and then they're fucking that girl.
Same thing with the photographers.
Yeah,
photographers. I'll take some pictures.
Yeah, dude, I'm a photographer, bro. Yeah, like,
Pull
like
up
you
to the
only
pad.
do nude photos, bro.
Yeah.
You don't think sunsets are beautiful? You fucking creep.
On a Polaroid. You only take nudes on a Polaroid.
Yeah,
You
dude,
ain't a
only,
photographer.
you fucking weirdo,
Fuck it.
dude.
I got the connections. I can always tell, bro. I can always tell them weird ass photographers.
Come to my
dog.
studio, bro. And you go to the page, it's just bitches naked always. Dude. I'm like, where's the sunsets, dude? Where's the cars at, you weirdo?
Sunsets are overrated.
Yeah, bro. No, there's something about a natural beauty. It's a woman's beauty. You fucking fake dork. You creep.
Weirdo shit. It really is dope to see though, dog, because you look at like cities now, like Austin, and places that have like built scenes.
Yeah.
Realistically, dog, think about it. 10 years ago, no one was talking about Austin's comedy scene.
Nobody.
Now what? It's the fucking Mecca,
the Mecca
dog.
now, yeah.
It's the Mecca. Same thing with Atlanta, right? It was East Coast, West Coast. That's it. And then Atlanta said, hold on, chill out, watch this. And let's be real here. Once it went down south there, it's been there since.
Yeah.
Hasn't really left. They built something, dog. They built something. And that's really the only way to do it. And I really see it on just entertainment in general down here now.
Yeah.
Right? I want to paint it with a broad brush, because I'm seeing in the movie industry, I'm seeing music, I'm seeing comedy. Dog, people are starting to say, nah, we don't got to leave.
Yeah.
Let's build some shit here.
I think the city's sort of evolving, because, like you said, in the 90s, it was, you know, the war zone. It was the wild place. It was the place cops loved to film. That's what everyone is known for.
Oh, the best episodes.
Yeah, dude, all the best ones, dude. Excuse my beauty. He's a legend, native legend.
Bro, legendary. Bro, I remember watching that for the first time, bro. I was like, this is fucking insane.
I still say it to this day, dude.
Did you ever see the one? Did you ever see the one where homie, he had an apartment, bro, right there off of Zuni, right? And the cops pull up and they're like, we know this motherfucker's here. They knew he was there.
Yeah.
They go into the apartments and they go to his room, and this motherfucker's hiding
under
in
the
between the
mattress.
mattress and the frame. You remember that episode? They're like, Donald, we fucking see you,
The
man.
mattress is all sticking up.
Hey, the mattress is like this, and he's in between the box spring and the
Come out,
mattress.
Donald. We know you're under there.
It's like, man, y'all got me, bro. It wasn't even a good hiding place, dog. Like literally, he would probably been better off just laying on the floor. He might have blended in a little bit, bro.
It was it's a wild spot. When the mayor has to be like, yo, no more filming in Albuquerque. You
a
know
problem.
it's been crazy. But I think Albuquerque is sort of getting past that. I mean, crime is still bad, dude. These little kids, they're fucking terrible.
Oh yeah.
But I think it is moving past to the point where, like, all right, now we can have an entertainment economy. You know what I'm saying? Because before, and if you look at even like bands, like I love heavy metal, like all the bands would come through. And again, people always say like, yo, Chicago's crazy, LA's crazy. I was like, no, Albuquerque's crazy, dude. Like, it's different out here. I just did some shows with Ed Bassmaster. He's like this YouTuber, you know, 4 million on Instagram and YouTube and shit. And I was telling him how like wild like the homeless and shit is here, and he's like, "Nah, Philly's got some crazy shit. Philly's a crazy city." Then we went to film shit around Albuquerque, and he literally was like, "I've never seen anything like this. This is insane. I've never seen anything like this." You know. But I think we're kind of moving past that to where we can actually have like an entertainment economy where like you can have music, you can have, you know, now there's a population where people, you know, come, you know, and because before it was like the tour schedule was like California, Arizona, Utah, Denver,
Just skip
Oklahoma,
us.
Texas, and like nobody ever came here. Every tour purposely missed this area,
Yep.
and I don't know what that was whether it was a population or what. But now I think we're getting to the point where the city's growing. You can hold. There's a population to hold entertainment, and there's nobody stepping on anybody's toes. Like now, every weekend there's a country concert, there's a rap show, there's comedy shows, there's comedy every weekend at Casadas. You know,
have choices.
You have choices now. You don't have to be forced to go like fuck. We gotta go. To Leo's or some shit.
Yeah. My brother, I'm Leo's alumni, dog. I am Leo's alumni, and it's interesting though because I just talking about this yesterday, and I've talked about it a couple times on the podcast. Leo's holds one of some fucked up memories, but one of my most special was whenever I met and I got to open up for Nipsey Hussle.
Oh shit!
Right. So I don't know if you ever met Joe D. You ever meet Joe D?
No.
He was a rapper from down here. Rest in peace, my dog.
Yeah.
But we did a show with Nipsey, and this was before Nipsey. Like no one even coming straight out of Slauson.
Yeah.
That era, right? Right when he got out of jail, and we're in the front of Leo's, the side right there where you park in the little dirt parking lot, and it's just me, Nipsey, and Jody sitting there just smoking a blunt, bro. Like Nipsey could have been from off the Central, dog. He was just posted, dog. He felt like just one of the homies, and we were just sitting there chopping up game. He was talking about his clothing store. Jody was putting me on game, how we're about to start clothing and shit like that. So it was like, I look back at that memory, and I'm like, damn, that was such a crazy memory. Because then I look at other Leo's memories, and holy fuck, bro.
And those are the ones you really remember right away.
Those are the ones I love. I love that one too, but it's got to be balanced, bro.
I did comedy downstairs, Leo's, the one over there by the Stuffies. Mm-hmm. And I remember I was super new to comedy, but I brought this one girl who I had a crush on. And she showed up, cool, and it was just the roughest show because they were having like a quinceañera or whatever the fuck next door. Some banda was playing next door. So just the worst jokes and people coming out to take a break in our area.
If you can survive as an entertainer at Leo's and in Albuquerque, my brother, you can survive anywhere.
Yeah, we've done some hell gigs in Albuquerque. Luckily, now I can say I'm not doing that shit.
First time I went to Leo's, when I was finally able, because I'm younger than these cats, bro, and I was finally of age to get in over there. First time I'm there, some dude gets bottled. Bam, bam, fucking little brawl breaks out. I was like, yep.
Oh, yeah, I remember that show.
Shout out to Leo's.
I remember that show. That was your first and last one.
That was the first and pretty much, yeah.
Jay's like, I ain't going to you motherfucking shows anymore, dog. Hey, my prima bottled this dude from, she launched that shit. Bro, square on too. Yeah. Black split, homie, just whoop, split his wig wide open. Shout out Leo's.
My brother got pissed off when 40s went from glass to plastic, dude. You can't crack nobody in the head with these, dude.
And you know what's crazy? You ever seen someone cracked in the head with a fucking 40 of Old English? That's different.
Yeah.
Especially when they were glass.
That was my brother, dude. He's cracking fools. When he got mad because they're plastic now, dude. You can't put these through the window. Just bounce off now.
You know what? Another one too. Another one that hurts to get cracked with, but really fucks people up. You crack them with it is a Corona bottle too.
Oh shit.
There's just something like the way they are, how thick they are at the bottom, bro. Pause. Split. Man, we talked about some crazy ass shit, but you just brought up a memory right now. One of my homegirls, bro, she was like, you know that homegirl that could just beat the fuck out of anybody?
Yeah.
Super, super fucking loco. Like, she'll throw blows with anybody,
Her name was Colors in my hood.
Hey, shout out my homegirl Roxy, bro. That's my homegirl Roxy, bro. And for real, bitches were scared to fight this chick, right? And one time we're partying, and they knew if you got to try and take her out, dog, or she's going to nonstop, bro. I'll tell you right now. Bro, this chick bottled her with a fifth of E&J.
Ooh.
We all know how a fifth of E&J looks, right? Yeah. And it was full, dog. Cross the fucking face. Hey, she didn't even fucking flinch, bro. Leaking. She starts beating the fucking brakes off this broad, bro. I'm just like, well, I don't know, man. I don't know how the fuck I'm stopping this. They're covered in blood, bro. And it's all hers, bro. And that chick knew she fucked up, bro. You could see the fear in her eyes whenever she realized that she wasn't on the ground.
Yeah.
They fought in the kitchen. They fought in the living room. They fought in the front. They fought in between a car. She was nonstop. And she was leaking the whole time.
Ugh.
And then she ended up beating the shit out of that chick, bro. She had to leave. And she's just like, let's go party after.
What's that girl doing now?
Who the oh, bro, completely
Your
different person.
Oh, for real?
Oh yeah, bro. Completely
She's
different.
selling insurance.
She got a beautiful family,
I was
dog.
gonna say,
She
yeah,
got some
she's a
kids, bro.
community.
Yeah.
Volunteers for
She
the
got a
games.
dope ass clothing line, bro. For real. You know what I'm saying? It's dope to see people, when we made it out the mud, bro.
Yeah.
But to see the shift, and yeah, you just made me think of that. There's certain bottles, bro, you don't want to get hit with. And E and J, high on that list, dog.
Yeah, my brother's, he was always 40s of OE or Mickey's. Those are his. And yeah, just see him put through people's windows and just, yeah. Because the war zone was the war zone when I was a kid. And see how, like, these fools fighting. Yeah. Good times.
It's crazy.
Good times. And it's changing, you know. It's changing. It's, I mean, whatever. The war zone sucks still. I hate the homeless, but what can you do?
It sucks. It kind of like, we were talking about this the other day on Len Words. Like you could tell that they're like moving them from place to place, right?
Oh yeah.
Like you're driving on like I-40, and they used to have like the camps right there where you could see them, right? But now they're like, well, if you find these places tucked away, we ain't gonna fuck with you guys, right? But if you're on I-40, we're fucking with you guys because we can't let people see. Like you said, your homie's like, there's no way it's crazier than over there until you start walking around. And then you're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
He called me because I live in Rio Rancho. So after he called me, he's like, "Bro, I ended up over here at this casino called the Downs." I was like, "What are you doing, dude? I'm coming to get you. Don't go outside, dude. Stay
Stand
put.
where you are, bro.
I'm coming to get you. I'll be there in like 40 minutes, dude. What are you
Back up
doing?
against the corner, man,
I can't
and
let you
stay
be this.
there.
It's like 1:30 in the morning. How'd you end up at the
shit.
Downs,
No.
dude? And he's from Philly. He's like, but he's like a popular YouTuber. That's the last thing I need you is to die at the Downs casino. Dude, I'm coming to get you. Just don't go anywhere. Don't talk to anybody, dude. Just fucking lock your doors. I'll be there in a minute.
Hey, man, my
It's
brother.
just-
Hey, from the motherfucking strip clubs in Farmington to Netflix specials,
Oh, dude,
to
Netflix is a
building
joke.
a
Shouts out.
scene, my dog. Like, I appreciate everything you're doing, you've done, and I look forward to the future, my
Thanks
brother.
so much, man.
Hey,
So
thanks for
dope.
finally
Hey,
coming on, my
fuck
brother.
Yeah, dude. This is fun, dude.
Hey.
This is wild. This is a
I
great setup.
appreciate it.
It's nice to meet y'all
See,
too.
I told you this wasn't for OnlyFans.
Yeah,
my dog. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I'm not convinced, but I feel you.
Hey, you guys ready to get the fuck up out of here or what?
Let's do it, dog.
Until next time, respect, connect. Peace.
It's picker than Nick.